Good morning, kids. How are you? I hope you've all had a good week, and I'm looking forward to our next few minutes together. So, today I just really wanted to talk about a story in the Bible that reminded me how amazing and special it can be when you trust in God, no matter what else is happening. So, this story we can find in a book in the Bible called Matthew. And it's about Jesus and his disciples, the men who followed him. So, Jesus and his disciples had just done an amazing and miraculous deed. They had just fed 5,000 people when they only had a little food. And after that, Jesus said to his disciples, he said, go out back on your boat and just cross the lake to the other side. And whilst you do that, what I will do is I'll clear the crowds. And then he also went up to go and pray by himself. But what happened when his disciples were out on the lake? Suddenly it became really windy. The wind was howling, whoosh, whoosh. And it was rocking their boat left and right, back and forth. And they were all really scared, and they were afraid that something was going to happen. So at 3 o'clock in the morning, so really early in the morning, Jesus went to see them, and he came towards them. But he didn't do that by getting into another boat to get to them. What he did was he started to walk on the water. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried going in a swimming pool or in your bath, but I've never been able to walk on water. So, when the disciples saw that, they were scared and they said, it's a ghost. But Jesus spoke to them and said, don't be afraid. Take courage because I am here. And then Peter said, he wasn't really sure what was going on. And he said, Lord, if it's really you, tell me to come to you walking on the water. And Jesus said, yes, Peter, come. So Peter climbed out of the boat, and he too was able to walk on the water. But every time he looked around and he noticed that the wind was coming and that actually it was really stormy weather, he got scared. And then he started sinking into the sea. And he said, Lord, save me. I'm scared. And Jesus immediately reached out to him and grabbed him. And he said, you have so little faith. Why did you doubt me? And then they all climbed in the boat together, and the wind stopped. It was nice and still. And the disciples said, you really are the Son of God. So I really like this story because it reminds me that when we have faith and trust in God, that he protects us and he looks after us. But if you remember in the story, when Peter started to worry about all the other things that were going on and took his focus off of God, and that was when he started to sink. So it reminds me that anytime when there's might be bad stuff happening around or stuff that you're worried about, we can always go to God and we can always ask him for help. And like what he did with Peter, God grabs us, Jesus grabs us and helps us and pulls us to safety. So, and that is my prayer for you guys, that you will all be able to trust in God. So I hope you all have a good week, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye.